go. In a good spot. See, look at that. We're already on track, man. Hey, I've been diving into your stuff, obviously, to get ready for this. Doing some great work, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, doing some really good work. So I'm really excited to talk about it, to highlight it. Our job here, you and me have the job of jumping in and talking all things Josh. And we'll get everybody an overview of all the things that you're up to, and we'll bring in some of these guys here for some good questions here before the hour is up too. But we just want to highlight everything that you're up to, man. So appreciate you taking the hour.
I'm excited to be here. Pouring into a group, it's one thing to be on a podcast, one thing to pour into a group. It's totally separate. And I love to have impact. So I'm ready to rock.
That's awesome, man. And this goes as both. So it's kind of a cool, unique thing. We'll put this internally for all of our guys too, but we all, get it externally to all of our listeners too, man. So it's fun. It's a fun format. Get to talk to amazing humans every week, and you being one of those, man. So yeah, it's good stuff. Been diving in, man. Been diving into all of your stuff, and I love your concept, the bridge builder, forged by fire, guided by faith. Right. And so taking a look at what you're doing with Kairos coaching, and I want to dive right into that too. Why the name Kairos?
Dude, this is such a great question. So the only people that have ever heard that word before typically grew up, and I can't remember the sect of the Lutheran church, but there's a Kairos camp that teenagers will go to. And
Yeah.
those are typically the only people that know the definition of Kairos or even heard that word, because it's spelled different than Kairos, Egypt, right? So it's Kairos. And when I was going through my season of transition, that's when the word was brought to me. And as I dove into the definition, it was like a light bulb or a lightning strike just hit me, because the definition in ancient Greek sense is a moment or era, a defining moment or era. And the ancient biblical definition is a divine moment when God acts. And
Mhm.
so my season of transition was the summer of 2021. And, if you guys recall that time, right, we're still in the thick of COVID, not as bad as 2020, but still in the thick of it. We're all married to these Zoom screens or our fluorescent lights. And I had just, at the same time, gone through a big transition with my very successful financial firm being essentially ripped away from me, and in a really public manner, in a really ugly manner. So I'm going through the 5 stages of grief. I'm going through betrayal and shame and all this different stuff. And I was just like, man, that word, as I'm thinking about my next transition, that's what I'm going to name my company. And I'm going to get people away from these Zoom screens, fluorescent lights,